Hi everyone, it's Sierra here from Art and Affirmations by Sierra. Today I am bringing you a page in my handmade Create More art journal. I am a couple pages away from being done with this journal, so I'm going to need to make another one, and I've gotten some requests for my process on that, so look forward to upcoming videos with a process of how I make one of my journals. And then I'll probably do a flip through of this journal too, because I've had a lot of these spreads on my channel, and so a flip through I thought would be fun. But anywho, today I really liked the pages that were part of the signature on this spread. So first I just was taking some Posca pens and coloring in the flowers that were part of the signature. So that's what I'm doing here. The page on the right side is a jelly print that I did. It's of some real leaves. It's kind of hard to tell in the picture, but you can see kind of a faint outline of some leaves. And so that was one of my signatures pages in my journal that I just left like that. After that, I kind of liked the way the background turned out. I'm just kind of walking you through my process in how I created. I didn't really pre-plan or think about what I was going to do when I sat down. That's really how I operate. I operate by intuition and kind of in the moment and what I'm feeling like gravitating towards. That's how I love to create. So I had some tea bags. I love to keep tea bags. You'll see on some of my other videos that I posted little snippet rolls of tea bags that I made, but tea bags are a good way to add texture, and they're kind of transparent so you can see what's underneath it. So I wanted to go with that effect on this spread. So I just put some on the left side to cover up those leaves, but also so you can still see them. And then I tied it in with adding a few pieces there on the right side of the page. After drying with my heat gun tool, I went to go grab some of the green paint that's on the right side to add a little bit to the left, and you can see it splooged all over. So use my fingers to clean up, put some back in the bottle, because you can't waste paint. That can be used another time. I used the excess of my paint that was on my finger to just add a little bit onto the left page and a little bit onto the bottom of the right too, just to kind of make a cohesive spread tying the two together. This paint has a nice shimmery quality to it, which is fun to work with as well. So I grabbed some of my fluorescent pink. I wanted to kind of pick up on the pink of the flowers that I had done on the left side, and so I'm just taking a stencil that was on my my art space, just to add another layer to the page. So some stenciling in various places on the spread with that fluorescent pink to tie in some of those colors. Like I've said in other videos, I like to keep quotes and affirmations and just words of positivity and scripture, all those things. I keep I flip through journals or like magazines and calendars and books and anywhere where I can get words, create my own with my Cricut or just handwriting and add those to my journaling. So I pulled one of those into the screen, and that'll come back later in the video towards the end. But I had already chosen what I wanted to put on my journal spread. Coming in with mark making, I always love to add mark making to my spreads. So grabbing various tools to do so, pens, Posca pens. Those are kind of a lot of my go-to tools for mark making. And circles are always so calm to make. So I do use a lot of circles. So I decided I wanted to use that same color of pen and make a focal point for the left side of the page. So coming in with some loose abstract botanicals. I always love adding flowers and art pieces, nature pieces, I should say, into my spreads. So off camera, I fussy cut that out, added some of that leftover pink paint, and then placed it and glued it in on the left side of the page. So off camera, I had cut up that saying that I wanted to put in my journal, and just also put a little bit of pink paint onto that, just to kind of tie everything together and make it all cohesive. So I'm laying that down with Mod Podge on the right side of the page. And I really like what it says. It's like a little message that I need to hear. To change your life, change your priorities. And that looks different for me, that looks different for you, that looks different for all of us. But we all have dreams and desires and hopes, and those become our reality when we put our trust in God and in ourselves, and make it a priority and an intentionality to make those changes in our life. So again, I always give myself messages, and in turn I feel like I give the world messages as well through my art. So to change your life, change your priorities. Outlining it with a gold pen just to make it pop and give it some more detail and interest. And that is my spread. I really hope that you enjoyed coming along with me, and maybe feel inspired to create in your own journal or whatever creative endeavor you find yourself in. And thank you for being here. And I hope you have a lovely day. Happy creating, everybody. Take care.